Ever wondered about the fuzzy, unwelcome guest that often shows up uninvited on your food or in your kitchen? Yes, that's right. We're talking about mold, an intruder that is more common in our everyday life than we'd like to admit. But what exactly is mold? And how can we prevent it? Mold is a type of fungus composed of small organisms that are found almost everywhere. They come in a wide spectrum of colors, including black, orange, green, and purple. Mold thrives on moisture and multiplies through tiny, lightweight spores that journey through the air. We encounter mold daily, typically by breathing in these microscopic spores. However, mold's presence becomes a serious matter when it concerns food. It can flourish on almost any food item, but most commonly seen on bread, cheese, fruits, and vegetables. Ingesting moldy food can result in food poisoning and other health complications. Now we're going to delve into the types of mold that commonly infest food. First, we have black mold, otherwise called Stachybotrys chartarum. This is often associated with subpar indoor air quality that emerges after the growth of fungus on water-damaged construction materials. It manifests as a greenish-black, gelatinous mold, but when the conditions are arid, it may also have a dry, sooty texture. Next, we have white mold. Unlike its black counterpart, white mold isn't limited to a specific kind. It can be present on nearly any type of surface with a particular preference for food and organic materials. Finally, there's green mold. This one is not to be taken lightly as it encompasses about 1,000 individual species, including but not limited to Aspergillus, Cladosporium, and Penicillium. These molds are often found on fruits and vegetables, or essentially any areas that remain damp continuously. Grasping the concept of mold is crucial, but how do we avert its growth, particularly on our food? The solution is managing the one element mold thrives on: moisture. Maintain humidity levels under 50% throughout the day. An air conditioner or dehumidifier will assist in maintaining this low level. See to it that damp areas are dried out within 24 to 48 hours. Implement preventive steps in the kitchen, such as keeping food in airtight containers and ensuring a clean environment. Regular cleaning and upkeep can also notably reduce the probability of mold spreading on food. In conclusion, mold is a common fungus that comes in a variety of types, each thriving in moist conditions. By controlling moisture, ensuring proper ventilation, and maintaining cleanliness, you can create an environment that's unfriendly to mold. And remember, prevention is always better than cure, especially when it comes to dealing with something as persistent as mold. Let's examine more closely a usual place for mold development: the kitchen. The kitchen functions as a main hub for mold due to continual dampness and easily accessible food sources. Mold has the potential to flourish on various surfaces in the kitchen, from food left unattended, within the confines of the sink, on top of cutting boards, and inside the refrigerator. The prevention of mold growth in the kitchen can be achieved by sticking to consistent cleaning schedules, correctly storing food, and maintaining good ventilation. Keep in mind, a kitchen devoid of mold is not just easy on the eyes, but it also plays a significant role in our overall health and well-being. Cheese is a favorite food for many, but did you know some molds on cheese can be harmful? Yes, while some molds are deliberately introduced into the cheese-making process to enhance flavor and texture, other types of mold that may appear on your cheese can be harmful if consumed. These harmful molds can produce substances called mycotoxins, which can cause illness. So it's essential to inspect your cheese for any signs of mold before eating it. The molds used in cheese making are safe, but if you see mold on a piece of cheese that isn't supposed to be there, it's best to err on the side of caution. Remember, when in doubt, it's best to throw it out. Stay vigilant and ensure that you're not inadvertently consuming harmful mold with your cheese. Among all the types of mold, some are more harmful than others. The one that often tops the list is Stachybotrys chartarum, also known as black mold. This nefarious mold is not just unpleasant to look at, but it also produces mycotoxins that can cause a variety of health problems. Short-term exposure can lead to respiratory issues, skin inflammation, fatigue, and nausea. Prolonged exposure, however, can lead to more serious health problems like memory loss, insomnia, anxiety, and depression. So if you ever suspect the presence of black mold in your home, it's important to seek professional help immediately. Don't take any chances when it comes to this dangerous mold. Stay safe, and remember, your health is worth more than any mold-infested item. Now that we've talked about mold, let's shift gears and talk about the cooking process in the kitchen. The journey to a delicious and mold-free meal begins with the selection of fresh and high-quality ingredients. It's essential to inspect your ingredients for any signs of mold before you start cooking. Once you have your ingredients, proper food handling and storage is crucial to prevent mold growth. Always wash fruits and vegetables thoroughly under running water and store them properly. Remember, dampness is a breeding ground for mold, so always dry your ingredients before storage. During the cooking process, ensure that food is cooked at the right temperature to kill any potential mold spores. Using a food thermometer can help ensure that your food reaches the necessary internal temperature. After cooking, storing leftovers properly is just as important. Use airtight containers and refrigerate your leftovers promptly. Never leave them out for more than 2 hours. Remember, a clean and well-managed kitchen is the first step towards a mold-free environment. By following these simple steps, you can enjoy your meals without worrying about the danger of mold. Stay vigilant, stay healthy, and keep cooking.